So I had originally planned for this video to come out in May. Yeah, some things happened. I'm not gonna get into it. It's been crazy. But it's coming out now. Yay! So the reason why I'd planned this video to come out in May is because it's Met Gala themed. Um, so what I did is I found the Wikipedia list. I love Wikipedia listicles of all of the Met Gala themes from previous years, and I designed looks for I think five of them. Yes, six, 5 or 6 of them. Um, but yeah, I'm excited. A lot of the themes were just like a time period. So it was so I kind of tried to stay away from those, but yeah, you'll see. One quick thing is when I was researching this, Met Gala tickets used to be $85. That's the $85. I could afford that. What? Because I mean, okay, quick thing. So the way it works is uh fashion companies will pay the ticket and then they'll pick a celebrity to send. That's the celebrities themselves are not buying tickets. They are being no, well, probably not paid, but you know, they are a representative of a company, and usually that's the company whose clothes they're wearing. Um, yeah, let's get into these designs. I sketched these out kind of pretty quickly. They're not the most beautiful, but you know they're fashion sketches. I um they get the job done. Okay, so I did use a template. I did a again. I was things have been happening, so I was just trying to get it done as quickly as I could, or not as quickly as I could, but I have I have surgery in 2 days, so I really need to get this video done. Uh, okay, so the first one, I believe. Okay, this is the look, and I believe the theme it was something Habsburg. Yeah, fashions of the Habsburg era. Designs, or wait, fashions of the Habsburg era, Austria-Hungary. Um, Again, that's kind of what I was talking about. But a lot of them, it's just like a period in time, usually like 18th through 20th century. But this one I thought was especially fun. So this is the dress. You can see that the portrait right here that Marie Antoinette wore, or it was like not the one she wore when she was shipped off to France, but like this is the portrait that was made right before. And then I thought, I mean, you know, where'd my mouse go? Ah, there it is. Um, yeah, cool little special effect thing would be to have a bunch of blood come out of her little necklace, because she was a martyr who was not a martyr, but I'd say she was unjustly killed. She, yeah, because she was from the Habsburg. She wasn't even French. Yeah. Okay, so number two, or the second one I made, it's another 18th century one. It was the 18th century woman. Now, my kind of inspiration for this was in the kind of turn of, I guess, more very late 17th century, mantuas came into fashion, which were very, very different from the dresses at the time because they were structured with draping instead of cutting and boating. And this meant that women made them. So this was kind of the big thing of women seamstresses coming back. That was a really big deal. So, more job opportunities for women. Yeah, so my kind of inspiration for this, you've got a mantua, and then it's kind of like suit inspired, so a mix of like tailoring with dressmaking. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was pretty fun. Okay. This next one is very whimsical. It's kind of my one whimsical one. That's it's not just a gown. So this is Poirot, King of Fashion. Poirot was a like early 20th century designer. He did a lot of stuff in like the 1910s and 1920s. Um, kind of started, he was one of the big forces behind the 1920s kind of shapeless boxy silhouette. But he got his start as an umbrella maker. So I thought, cool, like umbrella dress, like some fishnets, all these dangling beads. You can't really tell because it's like black, but like this is an umbrella. These are like structured with wires. I thought this would be cool. And when I was looking up ideas of like umbrella dresses, I couldn't really find any. So no one's, as far as I can tell, no one's really done this before. So the next one, this is another one that's more of a just a fashion era or a period time era, and that was La Belle Époque. I'm sorry, my French is bad, but so for this one, it's what did I? Sorry, I'm just realizing something. I put her in an evening gown with a hat. I okay. I'm gonna change that really quick. She should not be wearing a hat if it's an evening gown. I get to see live drawing. So exciting. But yeah, this is a 1890s evening gown. White, little bit of like lacy detailing, not too much. There's like a hair piece, which is like some white feathers and a little old timey light bulbs. Like if you've ever gotten restoration hardware catalogs, it's like those ones. That might be very specific, but if you know, you know. And then something I thought that would be so cool would be um, set up a projector and project like old timey footage onto the dress. Because when I think of Belle Epoque, I think of the like electric lights and movies and all the new technology that was coming out at the turn of the century. Because La Belle Epoque is like turn of the century, 1800s, 1900s. Yeah, so the dress itself is very simple, but that's because it has to be because you're using it as a projection screen. That's another one of those things I haven't ever really seen anyone do before. I tried. That's what I was trying to do with this. Is I was trying to do stuff I haven't seen before with in with my gala themes. So this next one is probably the least actually achievable. So the reason why it's for this less achievable is because one, it criticizes the church, and two, there's some very complicated pyrotechnics. So, my kind of inspiration for this, because the theme is the Catholic imagination, I thought, oh, like witch hunts. In medieval times, they would do witch burnings. So I was thinking this is cool. It's like sort of like like a chemise, but a bit more curdly, kind of nun-y, just all white. She's got a wimple and a veil. Very, very traditionally dressed for a medieval woman. Very conventional. This is very standard. So the the part where this gets complicated is I thought, oh, wouldn't it be so cool to make this part be like flash paper? You can actually make flash paper fabric. You can buy flash paper fluid on the internet, soak fabric in it, bada bing, bada boom, you got flash paper fabric. Um, yeah. So I kind of, so the, what it would turn into is this. Like, I was thinking a, like, snake skin bodysuit with stripper heels. um, kind of like, original sin, temptation. Yeah, like the snake from the garden of Eden. Yeah, I don't, I'm still kind of I'm honestly still kind of digesting this one. This one was very complicated. Yeah, I want it to look the bodysuit, not just like a snakeskin bodysuit, but like us. Like I want her to look like she has scales. Okay, moving on because I'm starting to get really lost in thought about this. Is the last one, and I believe the most recent one is the Karl Lagerfeld. So for those of you who don't know, Karl Lagerfeld was a complicated person. I honestly haven't done that much research into his morals, who he was as a person. All I know is that he said some truly horrendous things. I'm not going to really get into it. Um, you can look it up. That's what I did. I just looked up like Karl Lagerfeld's worst quotes kind of thing. Read an article about it. But so my inspiration was whole thing from because I watched watched the Met Gala for this. Well, I didn't watch it, but I watched people talking about it. Was very black and white, very structured. But my idea was to have the things he said, painted onto fabric with layers of like white chiffon kind of thing over it. So it's like you can see there's stuff there. You can't really tell exactly what it is. But the only way for that to really work is for something to be a bit more flowy. However, I found these dresses that he designed where it is like a corset top and then these layered ruffled skirts. So that was kind of I think that would be cute if it had little buttons up the front or like busk studs or something. So yeah, I think that was all of them. So I'm gonna go through them all one last time. So we've got the Sweeney Todd. I just thought of that. I feel very clever. Got the suit, 18th century businesswoman. Got the Poirot umbrella dress, the projection dress, which again, the dress itself is kind of plain, but I couldn't really figure out a way to have it be super pretty and decorated while also being a projection screen. I just couldn't figure it out. And we have the Catholicism look, the witch snake, and then the Lagerfeld look. Um, yeah, some final thoughts. I'd originally planned on being like, oh, if you leave a comment if this, if you guys really want me to make one of these, I'll make one of them. There ended up being a lot more special effects than I'd originally, when I'd kind of been sitting on this and thinking about it. But when I kind of imagined, making a video where I designed Met Gala looks, I was like, oh yeah, I should ask people to tell me which one I should sew, and I'll sew one of them. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. They all three of them have very complicated special effects. I don't think I could pull off. Oh yeah, I forgot to say this one. Ah, the headpiece lights up. That's like an actual light. Because again, when I think of Bella I think of like electric lights and City of Paris, the City of Lights, that kind of thing. Um, so yeah, I guess subscribe if I'll make another video where you can pick something for me to sew. It's eventually. Okay, thanks, bye, I guess. I'm gonna wish me luck on my surgery. I'm getting my teeth stolen, and I am not happy about it.